Oh, I'm a Roman Catholic right now.
All right, man. Don't tell nobody. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay. So I just have a question. So I have these Jehovah's Witnesses who are on TikTok
What?
debating yeah, and they were
Debating Jehovah's
debating.
Witnesses.
Yeah, I wanted to
Are you
talk to
kidding
them,
me?
but
No, I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
I
Go
know.
ahead. I know.
I wanted to defend the faith, but uh and they were giving, Revelation 3 verse 12, Jesus has a God even in heaven.
No way. You mean Revelation 3:12 that I've answered 5 million times?
I know. I read your Islam answers thing about it, and I wrote about it. I wrote in notes.
Is it?
I read your Islam blog answer thing about it, and I wrote it in my notes. But
Okay.
when I told them it, they gave me another objection that flesh
Okay.
cannot.
So they didn't refute that though?
I tried to. I said that Jesus' flesh was not like our flesh because they gave me First Corinthians 15 verse 50, where it says flesh cannot inherit the kingdom of
No,
God.
that means you let them deceive you. It didn't say flesh cannot, and it says flesh and blood cannot. What's
Oh,
flesh and blood?
I would assume it's like our human flesh and blood.
Yeah, even when he said his flesh is not like flesh, what do you mean Jesus' flesh is not like our flesh?
Well, it was specially prepared for heaven. That's
When?
that. In I think it was in Acts 1 verses 9 to 11. That's what I thought.
Especially, so was it the same body that was buried that was raised?
That see, I don't know that.
See,
I
now
think yes,
here's another
yes.
example of a young Catholic who needs to be catechized. You guys hear it? Here, he's a Catholic who's there, who has a passion and a zeal for the Lord and wants to glorify the Lord, but he's not properly catechized to no fault of his own. He's doing his part. Are you hearing it? Did you hear what he just said? I asked them, so Jesus' flesh now, right? Is it the same flesh that was buried and raised? He goes, what did you say about that?
I said I don't know, but I think it is because
Yep.
okay.
So it's not your fault. You have the zeal. So you have the desire and you want to know the Bible, but sadly, your church is not catechizing you. The Catholic church that you're going to, right?
Yeah, it's
Ain't
a
that
little
sad?
church.
Now, all I want to know is you priests and bishops, not to knock you, your duty is to just teach the word, explain the word, administer the sacraments, and try to live the word as an example for the flock. That's all you do. Why aren't you doing Bible studies?
I
Why
am.
aren't you doing catechesis for these young men and going in depth? Go ahead, what you're saying?
Oh no. Yeah, I do Bible study, but it's at a Protestant
You
church because it's with my friends and stuff.
you do where?
It's at a Protestant church, so they can't really.
Who does it?
It's these youth leaders, stuff like that.
So as a Catholic, you're going to the Protestant Bible study?
My Catholic church it doesn't really have one.
Did you catch it, guys? You're going to lose another one to Protestantism. Did you hear what he's saying? I want you guys listen instead
I
of
would never
engaging each
convert.
other. Well, take it easy, man. I know you're excited.
Oh well, the first question was First Corinthians 15 verse 50, where it says flesh
You
and
mean the
blood.
one I'm trying to answer right now that you repeated again?
I'm sorry, you can answer it. I'll tell you the rest later.
How old are you, young man?
I am 16.
No wonder, man. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, uzubillahi, Muhammad rajim. All right. Pins and needles, needles and pins. A happy man is a man that grins. What am I mad about? Okay, let's try this again, mister. Is Jesus's flesh the same flesh that was buried?
Yes,
How do you know?
because I think it's in Luke. It's the flesh that remained uncorrupted.
Yeah, Acts 2. So that
Oh
you
yeah,
know that, right?
yes, I read about
Acts
it.
2, 29 to 33. His
Mm,
flesh did not see corruption, but
yeah,
God raised him up from the dead, to which we are witnesses, and then he ascended at the right hand. At the right hand of God, he was exalted.
yeah,
Okay, so that's how we know. And then Luke 24, 36 to 43, specifically 39, Jesus says, touch me, handle me, and see that a spirit does not have flesh and bones as you see me have.
mm,
Right?
yeah,
Luke 24, 36 to 43, specifically verse 39. Handle me and see that a spirit does not have flesh and bones as you see me have, right?
yes,
Okay. And John 20, 24 to 29, where Thomas says he wants to see the holes in his hands and the hole in his side if he's been raised. That means Thomas believed that if Jesus was raised, that physical body that was pierced, nailed, and buried is now alive. So there'll be holes in his hands and his side. That means it's that physical body, right?
Yes.
The difference is that this physical body now cannot die, cannot be destroyed. It's immortal.
I'm listening. Yeah.
You understand the difference now?
Yes.
So before his death, Jesus' body could grow old, get tired, decay, and die. That's why he died.
Yeah.
After his resurrection, that physical body is now indestructible. It cannot die. That's the only difference.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to leave you behind fresh to Mike Winger. Did you get it or no?
I got it. Yeah. I'm actually going to write that down in my notes once I
Yeah,
rewatch
even
the
though
video.
we've done 5 million sessions on it. But here's where you let them deceive you, my friend. Okay? Can I call you my friend?
Yeah, of course, man.
Even if I don't,
I'm really inspired by you. That's what it is.
well, it's okay. Even if I don't want to be your friend, and I still call you my friend.
Yeah, it's good.
I like that. So I can call you friend even though I don't want to be your friend. I like you, man. Yeah, anyway, it doesn't say it. But the word natural is psychikos, meaning a soulish body. But anyway, you ready?
Yes.
Let me explain to you now what it means, flesh and blood. Let's see if you get it. We're going to read 1 Corinthians 15, 35 to 58, okay? But someone will say, how do the dead rise? Unwise. What thou dost sow is not quicken except it may die. Quicken means alive, right?
Yeah.
Let me just go back to modern English version. It'll be easier for you. But someone will say, how are the dead raised up? With what body do they come? You fool. You fool. Ready?
Yes.
What you sow is not made alive unless it dies, right? You got to plant a seed in the ground for it to then produce, correct?
Correct.
If you don't plant a seed, right, then nothing comes out, right?
Right.
So he's saying your body is that seed. If it's planted like a seed, when you plant, something comes out. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you sow, you do not sow the body that shall be. Now, understand what he's not saying. You're sowing your body in the ground, but the body that comes out, though it is that which you buried, it's going to come out. There's a continuity because it's still that seed, but now it becomes something glorious, right? Majestic. Yeah. So you understand what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
When you plant a seed, it's still that seed, but you don't realize what potential that seed has. Like if you plant mustard seed, what comes out? A mustard tree, right? Shrub.
Yeah.
That little seed you came out to be a shrub, meaning it's in that seed. That shrub is already inherent in that seed. It comes forth from a seed into a shrub, but it's still that seed, right? Blossoming,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay, understand what he's saying so you don't misunderstand it. So your body has within it that potential to be made glorious, immortal. That's what he's saying. Right now, it's not immortal. Right now, it's not glorious. This is why you sin. This is why you get sick. This is why you get old. This is why you get tired. This is why you lose weight and get fat like me when you stuff yourself on pizza. Okay?
Okay.
But it has the potential already, this body, to be glorious, immortal, if I remain faithful to Christ.